Yo, welcome back to B Team Sports. Let's go!
Hey, we're back at
We
it.
back in this thing. Let's
All right.
go. How
So,
y'all boys doing today, man? How y'all boys doing?
Good, good, good.
pretty good. Pretty good, especially now that I got this ice cold DP.
Ice cold DP in 2 hours
You
worth of
love
technical difficulties, and
VP.
we are here, boys.
Hell
We are
yeah.
here.
I know we had to get Matt logged in. Dude's
Yes.
taking
My internet's horrible.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh well, we're here. We're
So
here
what
to talk
happens
about some
when you live in the
football.
boonies.
Oh well, we're
It don't matter.
good.
We're good
We're
now. We got it.
Gucci.
Hey, the camera quality right now I feel like is the best now than it was at all last season. So,
It really is.
It is. My phone's way better
Remember
than my
how we
computer.
started out, bro? Sitting on,
yeah.
us all sitting on the
I know.
fucking futon, and now look at us. We've
Honestly,
made
I
it,
do.
man.
I do like the feel of being in the same room together. You know, that would be nice to have
Yeah,
like an
me
actual
too.
studio like that. That way they can
With
tell
like
who we're
some
talking
desks
at.
or something.
Yeah, yeah. But
It would be
Yeah.
nice. One
any
day,
one of these days.
ESPN or Fox.
No shit. I ain't trying to work for no network, bro. I want to be our own boss. You know.
Yeah, own boss. Yeah, have our own fans. We'll do what we want to do.
Exactly. Say
We'll
what we
just
I
want.
call
like it.
Pat. We'll be like one of his understudies or something when he's gone.
Hey,
Yeah, we really need to call out Pat McAfee and post it on Twitter, and I bet he'll respond to us.
dude, somebody call into the show and get fucking absolutely dogged.
Honestly, not me.
Hey, shout out BT Sports, dude.
He'd be like,
He would,
"Who are
they would
y'all?"
destroy us. They hate it when people shout out people. Like they'll
Like,
literally
who the
Yeah.
just
hell are these
hang
guys?
up on you. But it's
Well,
hilarious.
anywho, let's go. Football season's what, about a month and a half away. We've got a lot to
No.
talk about, boys.
Well, preseason's less than a month.
Yeah.
Preseason's less than a month. Yeah, training camp starts what, next week?
Mm-hmm.
It's on, boys. It's on. So let's go over our teams a little bit. So what are y'all thinking about y'all's teams? Y'all go first. I'll go last since save the best for last. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know about that.
All right, man.
You want to go, Austin? You want
No,
to
you
go?
go. You
Me?
go ahead. Yeah.
So, I'm really mad we lost Cooper because that's Riley's favorite player. Every time I'm playing Madden or watching football, she goes, "Where's Coop? Where's Coops?" And I'm gonna have to say, "Well, he's not there." So that does suck. But I like what I'm seeing kind of from Tolbert so far. You know, they're saying he might take a big leap. Jalen Tolbert, our third round pick, wide receiver. You watch him because Gallup's expected to miss the first 2-3 games, so Tolbert's probably going to be in the mix pretty good. Gallup's good when he's healthy, but he tore his ACL last year, so it's probably going to be CD with James Washington, and Tolbert's probably going to be the three. Honestly, at least the first couple weeks. Zeke's supposed to be more fit, but he was supposed to be more fit last year, so I'm banking on Pollard splitting a lot of the work. And Dak's not going to be Dak. He's going to be consistent. Micah Parsons going into year 2 should take a big leap forward, which is crazy because it's hard to take a leap from where he was.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. And I'm still hoping that Jerry uses a little bit of his brain and goes and gets J.C. Bates from the Bengals because he wants out. And we got the money. So let's get it.
Yeah, he does want out.
Yeah.
We need a safety.
They're going to get rid of him before the season starts. 100%.
Badly need a safety. But yeah, I'm thinking we're going to break the curse this season. We're going to be the first team in the NFC East in over, 15 seasons to win back-to-back division titles?
Oh, yeah. I think it was like 12 seasons or something like that, yeah.
Just wait. We're breaking.
All right, well, the Vikings, we didn't really make any moves in free agency at all. I think we picked up a couple linemen. I think the only position that's up for grabs is the right guard position. Maybe center, but I don't know. Garrett Bradbury, he could lose his job and probably should after last year. But so right guard, center. Other than that, O-line's going to be the same. I expect it to be better though this year than it was last. And last year. It wasn't bad. Dalvin Cook got his jersey changed to number 4. Says he feels more like himself. Not that matters. The dude has averaged 100 yards of scrimmage per game in every game he's played in the past 3 seasons. So I think he'll still do the same. I would love to see him play a full fucking season though, because he hasn't played more than 13 games in a season since he was drafted. Um, Alexander Madison, Kane Wangu, I'm not worried about them at all. Kane's going to be an awesome punt returner again this year. He led the league in punt returns, 2 TDs last year, which is crazy. I feel like that happened a lot in the past, and like now that doesn't happen anymore. I feel like people don't return punts anymore. Ever since like Devin Hester and them left,
They really don't.
Cardell Patterson when his rookie year, they don't return punts anymore.
But there's always been one person, it's like Devin Hester had his run,
Yeah.
Cordero Patterson had his run, and now
Right.
somebody else is
I'm
going
hoping
to
it's
take that
Kane,
spot.
so I'm hoping it's
Yeah.
him. Also, we got the new offensive minded head coach, which is good. They're going to spread the ball around a lot more, not invest so much in the run game. It's still going to be there. I hope they still do a lot of play action because I think that's what Kirk does best. But they're going to be using Dalvin in the passing game a lot more. Defensive side is my worry. We don't really have any good secondary right now. We got Patrick P, of course, and he's always going to be okay, but he's getting older. You know what I mean?
He's getting old.
At some point, the rookies are going to have to come in and take over. But we drafted Andrew Booth, who I'm excited about. He's a big cornerback, fast, strong, athletic as hell.
Where'd he go? Clemson, right?
Yeah, he went to Clemson. I think he's going to be competing with Cam Dantzler for the starting position. Those are going to be our top 3 CBs right there. And then we got Lewis Seen, the Alabama safety. He's going to be a stud. But I don't think he's going to start. I think Cameron Bynum is going to start at free safety. He started at the end of the season last year. He played well, actually, and especially as a nickelback, too. When he was playing at nickelback, he played well. But we don't have linebackers either. We don't have Anthony Barr. He's gone. He didn't play all the last season anyways. But really, we just got Eric Kendricks as our only starting linebacker from last year. So we'll see who steps in.
Jalen Smith's out there.
Jalen Smith. What happened to him?
I was going to say,
I don't know.
I hate it.
Fast.
Well, he started missing a bunch of tackles and being real slow, just misreading plays, and they just dropped him to not have to pay him.
Honestly,
I remember those first few years. He was a stud, man.
Yeah, I'd rather keep Blake Lynch, that guy we drafted that's from Gilmore. He's really not bad. I mean, he makes good plays on the ball, the run. He's a solid edge rusher too. Granted, we're going to a 3-4 defense instead of a 4-3. So I think they've moved. Basically, they're calling Daniil Hunter and Zadarius Smith our outside linebackers, and then we'll probably have that new linebacker we drafted from Oklahoma. Can't pronounce his last name. It's like Asuoma or something like that. But he'll probably be our inside linebacker with Kendricks. And then defensive tackles, I don't know. We got Armon Watts, who actually had a pretty good season, and Dalvin Tomlinson. So I'm excited for the season. It's going to be a lot of changes, though, for the Vikings defense, and I'm kind of worried about it. So last year we were ranked 28th across the board in points scored against, yards given up. I think I saw a stat that said if you take away the points scored in the last 2 minutes of each game we would have went 15-2. So that's how.
So what you're saying is,
pretty much, yeah, fucking choked. Our defense choked, and I think that was mostly because of Mike Zimmer and his bullshit. And but anyways, I'm glad he's gone. Good riddance. All right.
Yeah, good fire, man.
That's all I got.
All right, man. So off to the, like I said, save the best for last. This is probably my most exciting year as an Eagles fan since I've been an Eagles fan, to be honest. Howie Roseman seems to be going all in with this Philadelphia team at this point, which is insane to me. I feel like Jalen had a good season last year for really being his first season as a full-time quarterback. Leading us to the playoffs, of course, got blown out by the Bucs in the first round of the playoffs. But leading us to the playoffs, we can't expect really too much more out of the guy with nothing around him, really. So going out and getting A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith had a good year, just under 1,000 yards receiving with a terrible – they really didn't have a passing game. We ran the ball so much last year. But I think he's going to make a good number 2. Dallas Goedert's going to really step up at this point, a full season as a starting tight end. He's already a stud as it is, but I think he's really going to show more than he ever has this year. And then offensive line, several rankings, PFF rankings, have ranked us like the top offensive line in the league. So I'm not worried about that. We'll be able to run the ball. We ran the ball last year. But defense is what I'm most excited for. James Bradbury with Darius Slade teamed up with him. Kazir White, a middle linebacker, along with Kobe Dean, third-round pick that we got. And then Jordan Davis lining out our defensive tackles with Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham's back.
I'm so jealous of the Jordan Davis pickup, dude.
Yeah, I think he was
So
a huge.
jealous.
I mean, not really a steal, but I mean, I think that was
Y'all
a
got him
perfect
at
pick
what?
for us.
What pick?
13th pick, I think.
13.
Yeah, 13th pick, and then the Kobe Dean in the third round was a huge steal because we needed linebackers so bad.
Yeah, that was a steal.
We did. Yeah.
Granted, I know
So we
he's
went and got
injuries.
Jakari Tart for at safety, which will be a good field, better than Mike Epps, our backup. And then we still got Anthony Harris. So, yeah, man. I know Matthew thinks that they're going to repeat as division champs, but we're going to give them a run for their money. I promise you that this year. It's going to be way more competitive. I think the NFC East is going to really live up to how the NFC East used to live up to, how we both used to be really, really good teams. And I think it's going to be back to that.
We swept them all last season. So
yeah, bro, but we have
I think the only
totally
we added stuff
have a
too.
totally different team in the better, and I think it got worse in the offseason.
Look, y'all don't sleep
Especially
on wins in
offensively.
Washington.
So
Kobe said they're
wins.
winning the division. I ain't
I
worried
don't
about
think
Carson
so.
Wentz.
I ain't worried about wins. I
I
ain't
don't
worried
think
about
so at
Daniel
all.
Jones.
I'm not worried about
You gotta have
Carson.
a good
Kobe said they're
quarterback.
about to go 15-2. I said no, they.
No,
I don't know.
Carson Wentz has shown who he is. Like
Yeah.
even in the moments, he's shown what kind of quarterback he is. He's had long enough to change things. He's done for.
Right, and it's the same with like Sam Darnold and other QBs too. You know,
Yeah.
Baker. They're, you know, I don't know.
I still think Baker got the short end of the stick on
for
that whole
sure.
deal because, I mean, he took them and won their first playoff game in 40 years.
Yeah,
And he had a different coach every season. What's he supposed to do? They change the system every year.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
How's he supposed to learn in that?
yeah.
Well, it's just playing for Cleveland. They've never had like a winning tradition. So how do you expect them to have like good coaches around them? And he needs somebody to be able to coach him.
Well, it's their front office, man. When you change coaches and quarterbacks every single year, what makes you think they're just going to come out there and instantly win?
Right.
You've got to give these guys time to develop and get their systems.
You don't see that, and the rookie QBs prove that. Name a rookie QB that's came out and just won. You know, took them to the playoffs, no issues, and didn't struggle at times. So.
Yeah, they've always had like 1 year. Like Jalen was in he had like 6 games in the year. Pat Mahomes had to sit behind Alex Smith. Like none of these guys have just come out as soon as they were drafted and done something.
Right.
Yeah, it's like if they don't win, the Browns ain't won in 40 years. You figure they'd be a little more patient.
Yeah. And I feel like it's more about learning the mental aspect. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess reading defenses, you get better at it, obviously, but you just learn how to be an NFL player. I feel like you just learn that over time. If you're a fast learner and you work your freaking tail off, then I feel like you can learn pretty well. So.
Well, it goes with coaching too, And how's your team supposed to perform well when you change their coaching staff every year? Each coach is going to have a different way.
I don't know though. I'm hoping we come out and perform after changing all of our coaching staff. We got a new defense coordinator, new offensive coordinator, new head coach, new GM. Like it's all different. Everything is new. Which I'm excited for. Bro. I'm excited. What I'm not excited for, and I didn't rank up this position group, our tight ends. We do not have a single tight end on the roster that caught a pass in the 2022 or 21 season.
Damn.
What'd y'all do with Irv Smith?
He was hurt all last season. He got hurt in the preseason game, or the last preseason game against the Chiefs, and was out the whole season.
I could have picked up old Kyle Rudolph back. He went to the Bucks. He's going to be their starter, apparently.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm happy for him,
Which is weird. I mean, I don't think Cameron Brate's bad.
No,
I guess they want
never
been
bad.
so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
He's
they're
still
just
on
going
the
to
team.
become more of a run team this year, the Bucks,
If Fournette will lose a few pounds.
I saw, dude.
They said he's
Tampa,
260 pounds.
God dang.
It's like, man.
260.
I do want to say, boys, I'm glad all of our teams are in the NFC because it's going to be fun to watch this AFC go this year.
Oh, the AFC is going to be
freaking insane.
And it's been the NFC, the competitive side for so long.
Mm-hmm.
The AFC has just been Brady for the last 20 years, so it's nice to see them finally have some competition.
Yeah.
and
Now that Brady's gone, everybody's trying to be the next dynasty. Everybody wants to like solidify themselves as the team to
and
beat.
it's going to be a long time coming too. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, most of these quarterbacks are young, and the ones that aren't super young are still, in their early 30s and could play to, Brady played to
Yeah.
44 or whatever. So why can't they?
What's crazy to me is they're just all so good. You know what I'm saying? Like they have so many good young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Herbert.
I think you
they're
look at
gonna be going at
the
it for a
top
long
10
time.
QBs. The only ones that are on the list that are in NFC are Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and depending on whose list you're looking at, Dak's not even on there. Kirk's not on there because for obvious reasons.
All the ones I've
Stafford's not
seen
even
had that. But okay.
Colin Cowherd put out his list earlier today. I saw,
okay.
and he didn't have him on there. He had
Yeah,
Derek Carr
Dak
on
was
there.
not on there.
Derek Carr is
Honestly,
not better than Dak Prescott.
I don't know.
No, he's
Listen, you put Dak Prescott on the same team Derek Carr has been on, and tell him to make it to the playoffs or win as many games. I don't think it happens.
How many playoff games Derek Carr won?
None, but I'm just telling you.
Okay,
he had almost had that MVP season, and then he broke his leg. Dak ever have an MVP season?
No. Close, yeah, his rookie year.
And then I don't know. He just doesn't have name one receiver he's had in the past 4 years. That's worth a fuck.
Renfro was top 5.
Yeah, in fantasy, it came out of nowhere. No one expected that.
He was top 5 in the league in like receptions and touchdowns.
Last year, he came out of nowhere. Nobody expected.
You said in the last 4 years. Last year was in the last 4.
I'm just telling you. I
could have had Henry Ruggs, but you know how that went. So.
Yeah, there's no point in talking about that.
Yeah.
So y'all had Zeke. Y'all had the best offensive line in the league.
He had one of the best tight ends the last 5 years. So I don't want to hear it.
Who?
Darren Waller.
He hadn't been a Raider for 5 years. Boy, ain't but like 23 years old, 24 years old.
He's been on there for.
He was on the Ravens. Let me look it up.
He's been on there for a
while. That is crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
He's a top 3 receiver.
So he's been on the Raiders since 2018, but he only had 6 receptions in 2018. So, yeah, he did have a good 2019 and 2020 season.
And you see how effective Kittle is. Darren Waller's been right up there as far as tight ends go.
2020 year had 1,200 receiving yards.
Wow.
Damn, I did not know that he was. I mean, I knew he was good.
He's good. They had had Crabtree.
Oh my God.
He had Amari Cooper too, actually. I forgot about
Yeah, he had Amari
Amari
Cooper for his first 3 seasons. 4 seasons.
Crabtree, man. Hey, he was a stud at tag, man.
Every time I hear
Cooper
Akeem Talib talking in the broadcast or whatever, I just think about the fights him and Crabtree used to get in like every game.
Oh, they used to get in, be throwing helmets down.
Yanking that chain off started it all, I don't get it.
Yep.
I just saw that video again the other day of Richard Sherman when he went off on him and said, "You can't put no trash receiver on me like Crabtree." It's like
and literally in the post-game interview. I remember watching that right after the game.
It was so funny. I was like, dude, Sherman don't care.
Sherman don't care, yeah. Which, I mean, they were so good, man. I mean, you could literally be like that and back it up,
The Legion of Boom. Speaking of which, didn't the Rams just sign Bobby Wagner?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where do they get all this money?
Cooper Kupp to a long-term deal.
I saw a thing that said Bobby Wagner would have took a pay cut to play at Dallas or something like that, but he didn't get an offer or something like that, and
we need a lot better.
The only reason he said if it wasn't Dallas, then he wouldn't. He would have tried to stay in Seattle, probably retired. He said the only reason why he went to the Rams was because it's close to home. Apparently, that's where he's from.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Von Miller said he'd have signed with us for a little less, but we offered him 2 less, I guess. We offered him that same deal we offered Randy Gregory, and he said, granted, there was no way we were going to pay him what Buffalo did.
God, yeah, he got
that was
paid,
insane.
Dude.
Just do what everybody else is doing and give a big signing bonus, and a $1 million salary, so Jerry can just pay out of pocket for him,
He's trying to act like he's smarter than everybody and building through the draft and not making no big splashes. And I'm like, man, sometimes you just got to go sign somebody.
Yeah.
Granted, we went and got Dante Fowler, who I think will be decent. I'm really excited actually for our second round pick this year. That dude is going to be a stud. I was watching some of his highlights, and he was really good. He played at Ole Miss.
What is it? Like what position?
He's a defensive end.
Oh, okay.
So I think he can take some of what. No, not Lawrence. I think he's going to split with Dante Fowler. Also, I don't think Fowler's going to start. I think Sam Williams will kind of split with him.
Me personally, I think they have DeMarcus Lawrence ranked too high on Madden. Did y'all see what he was ranked?
Based off what he does,
what is he
yeah,
ranked?
they probably do.
90 overall. He was like the 8th best rusher in the league. And I'm like, I don't think so.
Ever since he got paid, he just kind of slowed down, which is kind of what Zeke did.
Yeah, I was Zeke, man.
Yeah, and that was another thing. A lot of people were upset that Zeke was rated top 10 running back, like the 10th top 10 running back list, and Pollard wasn't on there. But Pollard's ranked to 81. I think Zeke is like an 88.
That's not bad, though.
Like
I mean, they got to understand how Madden is, though. You know,
Yeah.
Madden doesn't make drastic changes.
And it's not normally based off the last year. It's based off like previous years and stuff like that.
Yeah,
too, so.
it's like an accumulative, like, yeah.
But then what was weird was that, granted, Austin Eckler has kind of been upcoming, but he was ranked like the 6th best running back, I think, in the league. So, and not in the league, in Madden. Or something like that. I'll have to look them up. Just kind of skimming through there. Let's see, running backs. So, yeah, let's see. Eckler actually was 88, just like Ezekiel Elliott, but I was kind of shocked seeing him on the list. And they only have Alvin Kamara at 7. Yeah, I can share this.
That's about right.
Did y'all see where they're finally letting Jimmy G look for a trade?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's saying he's going to end up at the Giants.
I don't want him. Like, I don't know why a team would want. I know he's a starting quarterback. He can start anywhere, probably. He backed up Tom Brady, the greatest of all time. Blah, blah, blah. But
he did take them. He took them, the Niners, to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel
and then
like
took them that far left.
I feel like the run game and the defense took them to the Super Bowl. I don't really. Jimmy G just did enough. You know what I mean?
Well, he didn't mess it up, which is big in the just don't mess it up.
So, but
he's always won though. You know, it's like that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like because
his records.
I don't think he's that good either. But then again, it's like if you can win a football game, like even that in itself is just so important. You know.
But
that's why I always dog Dak because it's like Dak's a fucking good quarterback, but it's like
that's why everybody hates.
He can't win the big games, and
everybody's stats are there, everything's there. Just don't
not even something you can like rank, you know. It's just some people got it, bro.
Fucking crazy.
That's how Tom Brady was. It didn't matter how bad he played; he always just seemed to freaking know how to win a football game. Yeah.
That's
gotta be clutch.
Because the NFL.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
They rigged it all.
Oh,
you know, whatever it is.
That's it for me. Sports.
Whatever it is, man. I don't know.
But no, yeah. So if y'all been watching this far, we got a lot in tune for this year. Y'all just wait. Loser of the picks is gonna have to shave their head. That's the first.
We also heard like
that. But no. But I do feel like that we should incorporate like a lose. You know, like the loser has to do something. The outright loser has to do something crazy. You know.
The other two get to like throw pie at them or something.
Throw pie.
Yeah.
I'm
cool with that.
Come up with something.
Spray, put shaved cream all over.
We'll just make like a video like of them doing something crazy or ridiculous, like.
Yeah, 100%. Y'all go
it's gotta be
and follow the
publicly
TikTok.
Too. Like it's gotta be publicly done. Matthew, if he loses, he would die. He would fucking have to strike.
How about this? The loser has to do the Bills Mafia celebration.
The jump on the table.
In public.
Yes, jump through the table and have mustard and ketchup, crab all poured all on you.
Inside of Walmart.
So, they'd probably kick us out pretty quick.
TikTok
so we'll go to Walmart.
Do that
6 counties over. We'll just never
Speaking
go
of which,
back.
I won the picks last year, didn't I?
No. Did you? I don't remember.
Pretty
Yeah, I
sure
think you
I
did.
did.
I came in last, 100%.
Oh, let me see. I think I have the
Oh.
board. Hold on. I have not erased it.
Bet.
Yeah, I want to see. I can't remember.
I can see that. So Matt had 167, 5 upsets. Jacob 154 upsets, and Austin 165
Yeah.
upsets.
That's how I figured.
So
Bet.
Matt won by 7. What?
Matt, because remember, Matt got it at the end, bro. Matt fucking started heating up at the end, bro. He could
I
not
wasn't
lose.
last up until the last like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I got
we're gonna
2
keep doing the
titles
picks.
to defend this season: picks and fantasy.
Yeah. Y'all go follow the TikTok because we're gonna start posting to TikTok. Probably not as
Yes.
often as we post to YouTube, but we're gonna post every now and then.
Oh, and I'm going to make us a Facebook sometime this weekend, so we can start
Yeah.
posting little clips on Facebook.
Yeah, so when the Facebook gets up, we'll put in the video, we'll link in the description.
We'll argue a little bit, talk some
Yeah.
smack, put some short clips on Facebook,
Whew.
some fire clips.
Yeah, most definitely. It's gonna be a big season, boys. I'm excited.
We just gotta act like Nick Wright and be like, "What do you mean?"
I know.
You just need to say stuff that triggers people, you know.
Pretty
that's all
much.
you gotta do.
Or
Or
hype
get
him
like
up
Shannon
a lot.
and-
You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah,
Pat
or
McAfee.
hype
Hype him up a
him
lot, or fucking dog the fuck out of him. But me personally, I don't know. I like to argue a little bit more than I like to like all be on the same page, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mix it
100%.
up. Yes.
Yeah, there's got to be some toxicity in there. It's good.
Oh,
good
yeah.
content.
Oh, yes.
And that's the same for all sports. That's why I think it's good for like golf. You know, the Live Tour and everything. I think hopefully they're a little bit more open with what they can do on the TV and broadcast and stuff. So
Yeah, 100%. That's what people want to see, man.
Yeah.
People want to see realism, you know. Like,
I mean,
they
look,
want to see something.
look at
fake the
Jake
whole
Paul.
time.
You wanna
and
see
fights
some
and shit.
comedies,
There's literally
action.
no real fighting going on, but the toxicity is what sells out the arena. You know what I mean?
Oh
So-
yeah, you
That's
know
what
before
people
the
want.
thing they're like just be as crazy, as
Yeah.
possible. They're telling them that.
Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to send to y'all earlier. I'll send it in a little bit. I saw Andrew Tate called Jake Paul out
Yeah,
and
no, I
said he
saw
would
that.
beat the fuck out of him.
I saw that. I don't like
It's
that,
like,
dude. Granted, this is kind of not sports related. He's a fighter, but I saw a
man,
thing.
kickbox.
You know how I saw a thing on TikTok that was talking about him. Apparently, he has like some kind of like hustler club like subscription thing. You can pay like a certain amount of money and get access to like ways to make money and how to build a brand and all this other stuff. And you get like basically you're paying him for him to tell you how to do this stuff. And in order for you to be a member, you have to share his content.
Oh my
And
god!
basically, it's like a pyramid scheme the way they were describing it. And
To
like,
get him famous and get him
it
clicks.
helps get him.
and-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he's like, "Oh, I built my brand from
Stupid.
doing all this." I'm like, "No, really, you fooled a bunch of people into
Using
like
other people
having
to build
low
their brand.
self-esteem, who have low self-esteem and want to
Stupid.
be like you, this cool guy, to share your content." I'm like, you totally just manipulated half the people in the world.
Well, the more views, the more advertisers. So that's how
Exactly.
he made all
I
his
mean, it was
money.
smart. I can't knock the guy, but
Mm.
he's kind of a douche.
Well, I had
Yeah.
never. I mean, I didn't know about him.
Well,
being
I just
a
saw
fighter.
him on
I just
the,
saw his videos.
Yeah, I just saw those videos where he's like in a room full of women, they're him and some other
Yeah,
guy, and he's just basically
talking.
talking trash to them, and they're talking trash.
Like,
Yeah, that's the
I had
one
no idea
about
he was a
him.
kickboxer. Apparently, he was like a world champion. I
Yeah.
hadn't really heard of him until then.
But anyways, we'll get back on football. So Deshaun Watson, personally, I know they didn't find anything as far as the allegations and everything like that, but you
Well,
give
they quit looking because he settled with them all.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, they settled.
You paid him
and-
enough to be like, okay, cool, stop.
Paid them to go away.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, like I have my demons and whatnot, but like, dude's kind of a creep. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You don't get all that stuff. No one comes out and says all those things without there being a little bit of truth to it.
Well, one or two I could see, but 30, like, come
Yeah,
on.
that was my issue
that
with
was
the
my issue.
quantity.
With 24, and
Yeah.
you've gotten what they say the statistic was like 76 massages in the past like 6 months, and none of them
Yeah.
was from actual training staff at your billion-dollar facility.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
stupid.
Like, it was all different people. That's a little. So I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to play in the NFL, but I think there should be a
there's got to be consequences for his actions.
consequences. Yeah.
100%.
Well, I think anything
agree.
less than a year in people are going to be upset because Calvin really got a year for betting $1,500 on a game.
He didn't get a year,
So
did he?
it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, full year.
full year.
The
I thought it was
whole
only
next year. Yeah.
6 games or something like that.
So if he gets less than that, I mean, what are you more worried about? Somebody gambling or somebody
Well, and
potentially
that was
molesting
supposed to be,
people?
it's an integrity issue. It says a lot about your
But this
character.
ain't.
And I'm like,
It's like,
But this is the same.
the
This is
exact
really going
same.
to test
And
the NFL to see how
using
mainstream they're
his
trying to be.
status.
And personally, I don't see how he could sue. It's the NFL is the business, and he's a part of the business, and that violates the ethics agreement. Therefore, he has no rebuttal, basically.
Well, to me, it's like if a
Yeah,
judge
I
gives you a sentence and you're like, "No, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to go talk to this other judge." Like, that's not how it works, buddy.
Yeah, which it's not a legal trial though, so it's a civil thing. Like it's like if somebody sues.
Well,
somebody
they
else,
said they're
technically
going to
don't
sue.
pay.
Well, they said if they suspend them at all, they're going to countersue the NFL.
Right. I think it's just a threat.
And it's like,
but
Yeah.
what are they going to do? I think there have been other scenarios. Like, didn't Zeke threaten to sue?
Zeke got 6 games.
Yeah, but didn't he threaten to
for
like
his thing.
sue or something like that too? And they were like breaking on, and he ended up not suing. So, but
And all he did, granted, his was on video, so you can see, but he pulled a girl's top down at a party. It's like 6 games for that. So Watson, I mean, if he gets anything less than a year, it's going to be a slap.
Kareem Hunt got it like a year, right, or something like that. Like
he kicked a girl in the head.
No, he didn't kick her in the head. We saw the video. It wasn't in the head, was it?
He
I
kicked her somewhere.
He kicked her in the butt as she was like walking off. He like kind of ran up behind her and like kicked her in the butt.
Well, it looked like I think she was laying on the ground. He ran up and like just punted her. I was like, God.
Yeah.
She had it coming.
He like pushed her on the ground and then punted her.
If I remember right, Ben had it coming. no, I'm
kidding. A lot of them do, but still.
Yeah.
You still can't do it.
I don't remember the video, man.
Okay, yeah, here it is. Let me see if I can share it for you guys.
Oh. He's like, hey, man, what's going on out here? Nah, girl.
Look.
Get off her.
Okay, she should have known right then. Back up. Oh, then she takes a swing at him. Look. Hey.
Yeah, she did just keep on coming.
You know what I mean?
Still.
Okay, so she fell down. Can't see it. Hold on.
TMZ on B Team Sports.
Where's the video? Hey, I'm just glad they got their watermark. Now they can't sue us.
Yeah, true.
There she goes.
Okay, so she fell. Oh. What's she doing? Oh, she was recording. Oh, damn, he snatched her phone. He's like, you ain't putting this on video.
Yeah, for real. He really did snatch the phone. Hey, look,
Yeah.
But anywho, don't hurt women at all. But you're pushing the envelope a little bit, lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was attacking him, but
so
he still has to know who he is.
Yeah,
and who's
exactly.
Watching.
Somebody in the spotlight
100%,
like that cannot make those kind of moves.
No.
And shouldn't. But
he just should have went back in his room
and been done with it. Yeah.
Which, I mean, you could tell she was definitely intoxicated. So I assume he had a few.
They both were. They probably all were. Yeah.
Anyways, I think it's the league should definitely make an example out of people who make that kind of money and are superstars and athletes and everybody looks up to. So this should be the same for Deshaun, even more so.
Well, the way everybody keeps saying, well, he didn't get proven guilty. Well, it's because he's already paid them off. They quit looking. The way I look at it is, if he doesn't get suspended at all, and he's got this $250 million contract on the Browns, and he's making all this extra money, doesn't get any punishment, it's like, what does that tell other people in the league?
Yeah.
It tells them that they can do stuff like that and not have to face any consequences.
I have no idea. There it goes. That's better.
So to me, it's going to lead to more incidences like this
Right.
Yeah.
if they don't do anything.
Well,
So yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
we're all in
And
agreement.
I mean,
about that
Brady got 4
situation.
games for supposedly deflating a football. So it's
Right.
I can't believe that.
I mean,
That fool
ridiculous.
would do anything he need to
You
win
guys
a
know I didn't
football
really
game. Hey, I
pay
don't blame
too
him.
much attention to football back then, but Gronk was on his team then, right?
Yeah.
Who are the other receivers? Do y'all remember? I'm just saying, did
I
they
don't
have
know.
trouble
Was that
catching
when he had
balls?
Wes
Like,
Welker or
why are
when
I
they
think
having?
Randy
Yeah,
Moss was there
yeah.
That's
still
what I'm
at that
saying.
point.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like these guys are like solid pass catchers. Why does he feel the need to deflate the ball? I don't know.
I don't know.
And
I
honestly,
don't know.
you assume the defense would have just as easy chance of catching the deflated ball as I don't know. It just seems crazy.
Well, I think they have
What's
their
the
own
point?
balls they
What-
use or
They
something.
do. I think each team
Yeah.
brings a certain amount of balls and
Yeah.
they use on offense or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, what would be the point? Hell,
I
if
can
anything,
just
take
picture
the
Brady
gloves away.
sneaking into the
gloves
bag,
are.
bro, and just deflating each football.
Nah, there's no way. He paid the equipment manager.
I was
to
about
do
to
it.
say he paid them handsomely,
So-
boy,
Somebody walks around the corner. He's like hunched over the ball bag. Like
with a fucking black hoodie
It
on.
was
He,
probably
like,
a
looks
Brady
back like,
that's
and they're like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, nothing."
Nothing. Yeah.
That'd be the funniest thing. We should totally start doing little spoof videos and do that as a spoof.
God. That's hilarious.
Somebody like shine a flashlight on one of us and be like, we put it on the Facebook
Yeah, for
and the
real.
TikTok.
So a lot of people are saying we could win our division this year, and dude, I don't.
Packers don't have any receivers, you mind?
No, Aaron Rodgers makes his receivers, bro. He's been doing it.
He does.
for
Yeah,
actually.
it's
a
gonna
year.
be y'all or
Lazard
Packers.
is
Yeah.
I
gonna
mean,
be pretty
people
good
are saying
this year.
Detroit's
Glad we
gonna
got
be
the
good
Bears and
too.
the
People are
Lions in
gonna
our
be
division.
are saying that Detroit is a sleeper, man.
I think so. I think they're gonna do okay. I don't expect them to
Yeah.
win the division, but maybe a wild card depending on how sorry the NFC East does. And
Yeah.
so y'all think y'all gonna get a wild card spot this year?
2 of us are making playoffs. All right?
I mean, that wouldn't be uncommon for y'all.
Us and the Giants with
Falcons.
Jimmy G.
So the NFC
But
South.
damn,
I don't
no,
think has two
we're both
teams.
making the playoffs.
I don't think the
It's just
NFC
who's gonna
South
win
has
the
two
division.
teams in there.
Uh,
Falcons aren't doing anything, and I don't see
You don't think the
Carolina
Saints game?
with Jameis Winston. I don't know.
I mean, Saints got.
He was doing pretty good
outside
last year
shot
before he
to-
got hurt.
To get it, yeah.
I mean,
And now they have a speedy receiver.
With how
no
sorry
Sean
teams
Payton.
are in the NFC,
Oh, that's true.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
because with like,
Well, their D coordinator's their head coach now,
Mhm.
so I don't know how offensive minded he's going to be.
yeah. Because you think of all these other teams, like Russell's gone from Seattle, so you take them out of the equation.
Mhm.
Jimmy G most likely gone. How good is Trey Lance really going to be in his first year?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe lead them to a playoff spot.
Well, they're saying Debo's wanting
Right.
out now too.
Yeah.
I saw a
possibly,
thing that
so.
said that they're working on.
Yeah, I think
contracts
he'll
right now,
stay.
So they're
And
planning-
just
somebody's
huge.
saying
They
something
have gotta
about
keep
DK
him.
getting traded too. I was like, what?
I don't think so. I saw a thing that DK said that he's going to be the leader on the team. He wants to be the guy in Seattle like Russell was. He wants to be the face of the franchise, basically. So
All I know is it would be really amazing if we went and got DK. Put him over there with CD. Ooh, who you
DK's
gonna
always
cover?
lit us up. Always.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just ready for it all to start. Even
I'm
preseason.
I'm watching a lot of preseason games.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no reason not to.
See
man.
what some of these young guys will do.
Yeah, me too.
Which not all the preseason games are broadcasted, so you have to find
Stu-
the local broadcast.
Well, and what's going to be really bad this year is Amazon has some of the games now, so you have to buy a whole nother
All
subscription.
Thursday night.
Wait,
games,
it's
yeah.
a whole like if you have Amazon Prime, you don't have the NFL games anymore. Like before, when there was an Amazon ran
don't
game, I had access because I have Amazon Prime. So
I have Prime too, actually. So
I
it
think
might,
if you have
Yeah,
Prime,
so you'll be able to get it.
probably
Yeah,
the
you should be
same,
able to get it.
unless they make
that should
it
be
different.
good. Then.
But hell, who needs it?
They're just
There's-
everybody's trying to get in on NFL, and it's
well,
messing me up. I liked going to Fox or ABC and just turning that motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, true. Me too.
Yeah. I do hate
Well, I did see a
that.
stat where it was like it showed like the views of like the NBA finals, and then it showed like one of the lowest
uh,
ranked NFL
NFL
games,
games.
and they were literally like the exact same viewership.
Yeah.
Hmm.
NFL
NFL's
is
just head
king
over
in
feet over
America
everybody
now.
else.
It's
Yeah.
apparently really popular in Europe too. They just like I was watching Pat McAfee, and I guess they had saw where Germany has a game this year, right? And they were
Germany's
doing
getting
ticket
one. Yeah.
sales, and that the ticket sales waiting list had 700,000 people in it for one
Yeah.
game.
Because they
Wow.
don't get to see it,
I know.
so they're just
Well,
like they
that and
jump on it.
there's a lot of like Americans over in Germany too because of all the military
Hmm.
bases and stuff they have over there. But um,
London's going to have another one this year. Mexico.
yeah, I don't know. Why don't they? Why don't? I mean, why doesn't Europe just kind of start their own football league?
League.
How dope would it be if countries started and we had like a worldwide
That would be
NFL?
Oh, that'd be
crazy. I
awesome.
mean,
Imagine.
Take all the best players from the NFL and play
Yeah,
against their
like
best
an
players at the
NFL
end of
World
the
Cup
year.
or something.
yeah, like the
Dude,
World Cup.
could you imagine the super team from the NFL?
Oh,
Oh,
dude. Yeah.
that'd be awesome. It's like who starts? So it's like,
Yeah.
that'd be really hard.
Like an Olympic NFL team.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
How would you decide? And what would the chemistry be like? I assume they wouldn't be. I feel like you could take a team that played the whole season together by themselves and put them against a super team, and the other team would still have a chance.
Yeah, I agree. Well, actually,
So, just because the chemistry's got to be better
yeah.
for that, but I don't know.
I don't know. The NBA did it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you see how they
And
did,
that's
and that's
true.
only 5
Yeah.
people on the team, and they couldn't get it together, you know. So
Yeah, exactly.
I saw
All
a
right,
thing
boys.
that was talking about the WNBA or whatever, the Women's Basketball League, and they were like, "Why are ticket sales so bad?
Don't
Why are
laugh, bro.
ticket sales
Don't
so bad?"
laugh.
And
I
they
saw
basically
that,
came out
something
and
like that
said,
too.
"Well, for one, they don't even sell enough tickets to fill the stadiums if they wanted to,
Yeah.
and then for two, women don't like watching basketball, so they're not going. And if the guys have a choice, they're gonna choose the NBA.
NBA.
Yeah,
obvious
it's
reasons.
actually, and
So,
most
And
times
somebody
it's
asked
the
Andrew
women want to be
Tate
upset
that.
that they're not making the money. Get mad at the company, and then get mad at your sisters that aren't showing
Yeah,
up.
Well,
get
they're
mad at
not.
your homegirls that
They're
want
not
to go
bringing
like
in
James
money.
Harden instead of you.
Exactly. Right.
The WNBA actually loses money. The NBA has to give them money
Right.
for them to even stay
Which I
running.
hate. I hate that. I would love to see these
So
like
that's
women
like,
who
man.
invest their lives into these things get paid too. But
Yeah.
Well, you can only pay if you got the money, and they just don't have the money.
yeah, I agree. But I just
They asked Andrew Tate about that, and he said, "You want to know why? Because y'all suck." That's why. It's like, God.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, marry me.
He's so brutally honest.
But he probably sucks at basketball too. Tell him to
Yeah,
shut his bitch
100%.
ass.
Probably does.
He ain't good at everything.
Yeah.
So just because he has an opinion that some alpha males agree with doesn't mean he's fucking right. It's no different than like Democrats arguing their point. He's just doing the same thing, or Republicans or anybody else. That's what bugs me about him.
Well, he says his opinion like it's fact.
Like it's fact, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, there are things I agree with him about, but man, he's kind of a douche.
He said, "If you have $1 less than me, you are broke." I was like, okay.
What?
It's like this dude.
Whatever.
Yeah, he's weird.
And he has some kind of accent. I guess he's spent a lot of time in England. He's like,
Well, he's not. He wasn't
he's
born
from
here.
Yeah,
He
he was
was,
born in Washington D.C.
was he?
Yeah.
I thought he was born somewhere else.
Now, according
Because
to
it
the
said he's like
Snapchat I
a
saw-
UK father.
I don't know. I saw that it said in his youth he like spent time or was born in Washington D.C. and then spent a lot of time in England.
He lives in Romania right now, apparently.
Yeah, there ain't no fucking taxes and all
Just
that.
'cause he
bullshit.
likes it.
Yeah, because he likes it my ass. There's no laws. He can date rape anybody he wants over there and freaking don't have to pay taxes. So I think that's where that damn Brazilian guy lives too.
Yeah, I think
Another alpha male. Let me just be surrounded by women and
Yeah.
get rich off of followers on Instagram. But I don't know. That kind of shit just drives me crazy.
Yeah, he just kind of. It says he's a British American kickboxer, so I guess his
Yeah.
parents are probably British or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, can't think of anything else really that I wanted to talk about. Y'all have anything? It ain't got to be NFL related or not. We'll go over our divisions, who we think is going to win divisions and rankings and stuff like that in the upcoming videos. We just wanted to kind of get everything back online and whatever.
Yep.
Just chilling.
And if y'all want us to give our thoughts on some players your team might have gotten, let us know.
Yeah,
We'll tell
let us
you
know
if
in
we
the
think it's a
comments,
good
man.
or not.
For real.
Even if you're
Interact.
racking on us,
Look,
I mean,
we'll print them
dog
out.
us
We'll
out, boy.
put some questions down there. We'll answer. Hell, let me get a phone line. I'll give you a.
Give them your
We'll
cell phone
debate.
number, bro.
We'll debate
Put it in the
two
chat.
receivers.
If you got a question
who
or
we think's
anything
better.
like that. If you just want to talk, we'll talk back in the chat.
Yeah,
Call
we'll
out
call
who
you live
who
on
you want to
stream.
talk to, and
Just don't
if you
cry.
just want to argue with Matt the whole time, that's cool too.
Yeah,
So, whatever.
we like those.
You don't know football.
Nah.
No, you don't know football.
We gotta get.
What's the shape?
We gotta get Steve on here dressed as Colin Cowherd. Get him, because I swear they look exactly the same.
They really do, though.
It's crazy.
Steve?
Yeah, we need to get some special
For
guests,
real.
even if
I'm
it's
telling
just some
you,
of the
Steve
boys.
looks like Colin Cowherd to me.
Yeah.
Like my father-in-law?
Yeah, your father-in-law.
He looks like Aaron Rodgers to me.
He does look like Aaron Rodgers, bro.
I don't see
agree.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
The way he walks, too. Like, he walks. It's like,
Colin Cowherd don't have a beard.
I know, but I'm saying like a clean-shaven Steve looks exactly like. Imagine, I don't know. Get a picture of Dalton.
No. You've never seen Steve shaved.
Look,
He does
let me show
not
this
look
picture.
like him at all.
Let me find a picture that really reminds me of. Damn. Colin
Maybe get
Cowherd,
Kobe on here
Colin
talking about them
Cowherd.
Saints.
I know. I don't know why he won't get on here.
He won't get on nothing, man. He won't even put his broadcast on our B Team Sports like Madden games for whatever reason. I guess he
Yeah.
plays in the news or
Loser.
something, dude. I don't know. Tell me that ain't Steve.
I don't know, bro.
On the right.
Google Aaron Rodgers.
We need a picture of Steve up here, too.
Yeah, I mean he does. He looks
Yes,
like a
right
cross.
there.
Which one? This one or this one right here?
That is Steve right there.
I do
With
agree.
the
Hold on,
long hair.
let me get off here for a second, and then I'm gonna go to find a picture of Steve.
Go to Facebook.
Yeah, y'all can't see my Facebook, can y'all? I ain't trying to show everybody my stuff.
Add him. Everybody in. All 20 of our subscribers go at him. Austin's like, man, I got 4 friend requests today. What's going on?
Let me oh shit, Steve Burr.
From Journey?
You know what's funny? What the hell? Why is it not letting me go to his photos? Oh, this is the Steve Burr, man. I don't ever get on Facebook on my computer, so I don't have any idea how to work
Here
it.
it is. I forgot all about how to do anything on it. Phones are just so convenient.
Oh, yeah.
They're like a little mini computer. Speaking of which, mine's on
I was gonna say
12%.
they
dude.
cost just as much. So.
They really do. These days, the cameras are better. Case in point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Photos, Steve's photos.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers Sr., I guess, since he's older.
I'm trying to find one like a right angle because he only takes front-facing pictures, like straight up, like.
Yeah. He's your typical old person.
Where's that one at?
He's probably got sunglasses in most of them too.
Yeah. Granted, you can't really see it. All right, so.
Well, he's got some with like longer beard that look
Yeah.
a little more like.
These are old though. These are old pictures. But then you get so
Mhm.
now let's put up. Well, dang, I can't do that. Aaron right there. So
What about that front facing one where he's just kind of like a headshot?
which one? Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, you can't see it because I did the whole thing. Tell me this that right there, and that right there.
Yeah, those are really
I
old
know.
pictures. Those are like
I
15
don't
years
know.
old.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Steve, you got your shout out on the channel, my boy. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, it's gonna be a big season. We got a lot in store. Y'all be sure to keep up with us. We'll probably only have one video a week, if that, until football
Yeah.
season. We'll start our weekly videos, predictions.
Well, when we
Excited,
get
man.
the
I'm so
Facebook
excited.
going, we'll try to put out little shorts and stuff during the middle of the week.
Yeah, little TikTok shorts every now and then. You'll see us around, to say the least.
Yes.
All right.
Like and subscribe.
Peace.
Don't
Like
miss
and
out.
subscribe.
Later.